My name's Michelle Wesley. I'm the Peer Support Coordinator for Positive Women Victoria, and I'm HIV positive. When I finished high school, I decided to do some travelling. I wanted to see Europe. I was lucky enough to end up living and working in Italy. Unfortunately, while I was in Italy, I contracted HIV. Being in my early 20s and still travelling, it came as a very big shock to me. I was actually diagnosed in 1989, so HIV was still a relatively new illness. It was very hard to get information about the illness, and also in the early days of infection, women becoming infected wasn't that common. So I felt very much like a minority within a minority in the early days, and still do. I feel I've always played a part in finding a solution or being part of the solution, in that I do a bit of volunteer work and I do public speaking, and I do that to try and normalise the virus, and also to show people that it can happen to anyone. My message is very much hope, and it's not just around HIV, it's around life in general and challenges that we face. To stay determined, to stay hopeful, and if you're lucky, that you'll be rewarded. I think there are probably things that I've missed out on, but at the same time, you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing, and I think there's also been things that I've gained that have probably made up for what I feel I've missed. Relationships have been a hard thing. Being ill has been a big part of that, not being able to get out and live normally, I guess, and meet people. And career as well. I sometimes wonder, you know, where would I be now if I had have gone back to uni at the age of 24, rather than having to leave it till, you know, my mid-30s before I was able to get back to studying. I'm constantly amazed at the fear that a lot of these newly diagnosed people have of people finding out that they're living with HIV, and they're scared because their experience shows them that people make judgments about them because of their virus, and you know, it's often just not true. The women I meet living with HIV are normal women. They could be your aunt, they could be the woman who lives next door to you. I don't think young people get enough education, and I'm very pleased that we're able to get into the schools. Generally, the reception is incredible, really good, really supportive, and the most rewarding thing is the amount of questions that we often get asked in these sessions. It shows to me that these people are listening to us, they're taking our message on board.